Hey everybody, Robert here from Black Belt Gaming. We're playing Skyrim the Adventure Board Game, Campaign 1, Chapter 2. We're heading into turn number 9. We've got our Imperial with a follower now, the Brawler, Tolgan Shorttooth. Let's pick it up as we start the turn. We actually, due to an active event, will be drawing 2 event cards here. So let's see, this was the active event. When drawing an event, draw 2 cards and then roll a die. All right, there are only 2 event cards left. So these are the last 2. Let's draw them both. Ooh, both of these are carryovers from Chapter 1. Wait a minute. Upgrade and shuffle the top card event deck and trash this card. I guess we never did this. All right, well, let's see. We've got these 2. And what do we do from here? When drawing an event, draw 2 cards and then roll a die. So I guess that's what we do next. And we've got a triangle and it says apply the effects of both. Well, that's not exactly what I'd hoped for. Well, we got to do these both here. World quest. These are going to be 2 world quests. Unfortunately, I think we're going to be getting out several, well, about 4 tokens here, threat tokens. The companions are looking for new members to join their ranks. Can you prove yourself worthy? We need to put a quest marker on Whiterun. That's here in the center. And the next one says contract on cultists. The black sacrament has been performed. A group of cultists must die. The Brotherhood demands it. And we put one on Falkreth. Falkreth is actually right here. So we've got to place 4 threat, and let's put these over in the world quest section. Here to put all this threat, we have the enchanted loaf. So that's our main quest. I guess we can put a couple on there. And then we've got 2 more we need to spread around somewhere. I'm a little worried I might draw a quest card that says put 1 threat on all locations. So I may put these up around the cities. I guess I'll put one in Falkreth and then one in Windhelm. So that's going to mess up the markets there. So I'm going to need to pay some gold to remove those. So right now we're up in Winterhold. And the main quest is going to steer us back towards Solitude. So Winterhold is here. Dawnstar was kind of in the middle, and back over to Solitude is probably where we need to start going. But being at a what do you call, stronghold, I might be able to take some actions on the turn. So meaning that I might be able to upgrade something. Let's take a look at this iron war axe. It's a one-handed weapon. I don't really know if this is any better than my sword, but for 2 ore, I could attempt some smithing with this. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend 2 ore, and let's see what cards we draw. All right, this is our smithing. Well, it's our upgrade and enchantment deck. We've got 2 cards, thanks to our smithing skill. So let's see what the possibilities are. If we were to do this one, slide it under here, we would get a +2 there. And the other one is a +1. So that's an easy decision. It's definitely better to go with the +2. So let's keep that one and we'll return this one. Well, I think this now makes the iron axe better than my iron sword. It has, with this +2, an ability to do either 3 heavy damage or 3 light damage, and I can choose either way. So I never really need to even attempt the chop action. Looking at that. Chop will do 3. So I can do 3 heavy or light. So I really think this is a better choice just all around with this upgrade attached. So maybe we want to sell our sword. I don't think we get any coin boost from the attachment, but we can sell this iron sword and perhaps gain a total of 3 gold. And winter hold, yeah, there's nothing special there about gaining any extra coins. So 3 gold to us. Well, we're here and we have the resources to do it. I wonder if we want to try to upgrade our shield. That will cost and spend the remaining 3 ore that we have. All right, let's see what we can find. One is a point of light armor, and the other is a point of light armor. So not much of a difference there. Sure, we'll take one of these. Let's take this one. So the shield itself now will gain us an extra point of light armor protection. Yeah, just a quick correction here. I would need, by the rules, to actually move first. So I think what I'll do is go ahead and throw down the 3 coins and move back over to Solitude. So let me do that now. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it takes 3 to get there. So then I would access the market, and then I can take my action for the turn. Right, so now that we've moved, then we're free to take the actions. We would sell the sword. We would upgrade the dwarven shield. So we're fine there. Just forgot that little bit that you actually need to move first. So since we're moving from stronghold to stronghold and can access the market at either place, it's not a problem. So yeah, we didn't put any threat tokens on Winterhold. Okay, so what do we do now? We've got a chance to take our main action for the turn. Probably, I guess it would be to go after the main quest. Let's see what we need to do here. So this is in Solitude. I gain access to Eriker's home and confront him about my friend. And who was Eriker again? So the summoner, we're investigating the summoner to see if they're legit. He doesn't have any kind words for Edwall, the summoner. Everybody in Solitude hated her. She was rude and inconsiderate. However, Eriker misses her talents. If you could do something for him, maybe he'll help me. Well, I am not skilled in this area at all. It requires an enchanting roll, and you need 3 successes, and I'm only rolling 3 dice. I don't know if this one's going to work out for us. Let's try. 3 dice. And we have 1 success. So pull back just a little bit. 1 success. We can push as long as we have resources. I have 3 soul gems. Let's push it with one of these. That's a 2nd success. And I have 2 left. Let's spend another one. And that's our 3rd success. So we have 1 soul gem remaining. And thanks to having that, we succeed at this task. So let's find out what happens. The bread, what is that? Bake a magical bread. That was the task. Okay. The bread looks fantastic. Ericur gives me a hefty reward and a bag with Edwall's belongings. So gain 5 gold, 3 experience, and an A-level treasure. Wow. All right, I got the 5 gold. That takes me to 15. The 3 experience points takes me to 6. Maybe I ought to shift this down. So we get to draw an A treasure, and I think we'll be able to draw 2 cards due to our Imperial ability. Let's see what they are. Ebony sword and an ebony shield. Wow, I keep finding better things. I can only keep one of these, though. I can't keep both. The shield, let's compare. Blocking is the same. 2, but then that blocks 2 light as well. It's just better, isn't it? But let's look at the sword. Is it better than our axe? The swing will do 3 light, which is what this will do. But the heavy attack will do 5 heavy. And that's better than anything I can do. I would say we're better off taking the sword, even though we just upgraded our axe. Or shift our axe back into our inventory. And we'll have to put the shield back. Too bad I can't take the shield as well. All right, so we lose the threat that was on the main quest card. Back on the streets, a beggar stops me. He hugs me and slips a note in my pocket. We get rid of 205, and we draw 204. All right, 204, Grandmaster letter. The Grandmaster wants to see you in 2 days, a Blades meeting. There's a drawing underneath an old Blades code. I'll have to interrupt my investigation and head towards the meeting. It just says flip the card. So I guess I can do that. Leave this card beside the board and add a quest marker to this card. Every time another player is instructed to draw this card, add a new marker to this card. When there are as many markers on this card as players, and the Ulfric militia token is in the reach, plus 205 as a quest for all players. Wait a minute. It said for us to take 205 out. This may be one of those when a card is is there, I mean, you're asked to draw a card and that card is not in the deck, then you're supposed to go to the next one. So I think we go to 206. The wizard. I guess we're supposed to put a quest marker back on Winterhold. We're going back and forth there. All right, main quest markers on Winterhold again. And then that's it. So I guess that's where we need to go. So hopefully this will play out correctly. That's about all we can do this turn. So as we come to the end of the turn, we have 6 experience points, not enough to level up. 15 gold. There are no event cards in the event card deck, so I think we need to shuffle in the discard pile. And I've shuffled everything to make a new event card deck. But let's go ahead and head into the next turn. I think this would be turn number 10. So let's see. So as we head into turn number 10, let's just take a little review about what's happened here on the main quest. It said, first of all, there was the cannibals. And we've done that one. And it says, was that a side quest? No, that was a main quest. Stand your ground. So what was it now? One of these things sent us up here. Oh, I guess we could choose who we wanted to talk to, and we went after Edwall the Summoner. That's what happened. We went there and we encountered the Summoner, and she was doing some sort of telekinetic spell testing. And sounds like she may not be that friendly. The Archmage allows her to stay under the College of Winterhold as long as she delivers high quality research. We withstood her spell, and she says, I don't have time for this. I think Caroleon the Hunter has changed sides. He's a high elf. And after all, how else did the Khajiit know how to find us all? And then she returns to her studies, waving me goodbye. And I'm not sure if she's telling the truth, so I try to investigate her. And then I go and I find someone that used to work with her as a housecarl, a young man, Eriker. And I find him, and he doesn't have any kind words to say about her. She was rude. And he does miss her talents and asks me to help make him magic bread, which I do, amazingly. You know, making magic bread was one of the most rewarding things I've done in the game. 5 gold and 3 experience, and got an ebony sword. So anyway, what he did was he gave me a reward and gave me Edwall's old belongings. Back on the streets, a beggar stops me and puts a note in my pocket. And this note basically led me to need to go to Winterhold again to see the wizard. So I just needed to run through that for myself. We're headed back to Winterhold. So we're just riding this poor carriage on and on and on. Let's check the cost of items. I don't know. Let's go ahead and ride. We're going to ride for 3. Right back over to Winterhold, just back and forth and back and forth. So gold is down from 15 to 12. And then Winterhold, the cost of items, especially ore, is quite steep, so we don't want to pay that. It's cost 7 gold to get 1 ore. That's not going to work for us. So let's go ahead and attempt to find out what's going on with this wizard. You arrive at the meeting late. You open the hidden door behind the rock and make your way through the tunnels. At the end, you find a large chamber, and there you find the bodies of Iari the Haggler, Caroleon the Hunter, Marash the Mountain, and a dozen other blades. Betrayal. A dying Marash whispers, "It was Edwall all along. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I found her hideout. Make her pay for what she's done." I knew it. That's why I was off investigating her. Your goal is clear now. Edwall the Summoner needs to die, and the Khajiit Moiva Karnai needs to be stopped. If they know of the blades in Skyrim, everyone's life is in danger. Are you ready for the final battle? Each player gains 5 soul gems. So I've got a total of 6 soul gems here. Am I ready for the final battle? I don't know. We ditch card S33 and S58. Chapter 2 is complete. Place all the cards and surplus tokens in different save game box for each player. Okay. That's not an S58. Old glasses. This is a 358. That's S33 and 358. All right, 358. The Hunter. I wonder if this could have been a follower. No, it's marked with armor. This would have been an adversary. Don't know. That may have come up sometime, but I guess it gets chucked. So I guess that's it for chapter 2. We've got one more chapter to go. I think it talks about removing tokens from the board when you're going to refresh and start the new chapter. But this may be the first time I ever had an active event on the board. Does that get discarded? And what about my other world events? I've got 2 world events over there, a call to arms and a contract on cultist. I'm not exactly sure what to do there. Maybe I'll check around. If anybody knows that's watching, let me know if I should remove those cards or what. I'm not sure. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll head into the last chapter soon.